towards the end of these European Athletics Team Championships. More points being decided in the women's high jump now. Third and final attempt, 192 for Emma Grün-Tregara, bronze medalist in Gothenburg in the indoors this year. This for the victory potentially, but she's knocked it down. And that means should only be second place for her, but she's had a good campaign. She cleared 189 finally. But she gave this a good go, Emma Grün-Tregara. Just couldn't quite keep it up. 195 her season's best. This is Nafissatou Thiam, really talented young athlete from Belgium. Final attempt, 192. Just misses out, but she gets the win anyway for Belgium. And that's very important for them in the bottom half of the table. Well, she's a real star of the future. I think there's no doubt about that. She so close to a lifetime best, but just couldn't get over 192. Belgium win it. For Nafissatou Thiam and Emma Grün-Tregara in second place. And third in that was Bara Jabo of Hungary. Aisling Croke for Ireland was in 12th place. She cleared 1.60 m, came back in the end, giving it to Thiam. But like Gritschideko, watch out for her in the heptathlon in future. She's going to be good.
Yeah, Tia Hellebuut, who won the Olympic high jump title for Belgium in Beijing, was also started out her life as a heptathlete. So sometimes it shows you that it takes a while to find your speciality, particularly with the jumping events.
Well, the Czech Republic are on their way up. Sweden, likewise maybe, but only 7.5 points between Romania in third, Netherlands in fourth. Lower down, Ireland have dropped to 9th. The field events have not gone well for them today. Best position for them all time, 8th place. They're just 1 point behind Hungary. I don't think they'll get relegated. It's a three-way battle between Bulgaria, Estonia and Switzerland reading down. Bulgaria staying up for the moment, but we've still got the relays to go. Triple jump coming now. Fabian Florent. 16:33, he leapt in the opening round. That was a very good solid jump, which has put him in a very strong position so far. Well, we've got an Olympic champion competing in this from Beijing, Nelson Avora. That 15.95 currently has him in 4th place. World champion in Osaka 2007. Loves the Far East air. So the points being very well divided there, and we'll update you on who wins that shortly. We've got relay action to come. Just 4 races left on the track, and this is the opening heat of the women's 4x400 meters relay. It's Switzerland, Estonia, Ireland, Hungary, Belgium and Bulgaria in this. There's a real fine speedster. Ireland have done very well in this event the past 2 years. But quite a lot of those who are running in that have moved on since then.
Yeah, we have done very well. To be in the Olympics, the top 16 teams in the world are invited. And last year, of course, we all know the Irish women's 4x4 squad were in the Olympic Games in London. Just sad in the way to reflect it, there was 7 athletes fighting for 6th place for those Olympic Games, and not one of those 7 athletes were available for selection. So it is a new young team, but I've no doubt been led off by Sinead Denny, first leg, Jennifer Carey, Shauna Cannon and Jessie Barr. They'll be well up the field.
Here's Simona Werner leading the way for Switzerland here. Nora Farag is on their trail leg. Relays not run that often, so season bests very rarely apply. Well, there's very good potential in this Hungarian team as well. Cenga Kalman starting off for them. There's the Irish team, Sinead Denny, Jennifer Carey, Shauna Cannon and Jessie Barr. 2 great siblings in the hurdling. herself and Thomas.
Yeah, and Thomas has had a career-threatening injury the last few weeks, so that's why he missed out on this event. But the relays are such a great finale to any major championship. European Athletics did a survey a few years ago asking what were the most exciting events, and the relays come out ahead of the 100 metres, and it's always guaranteed to bring the crowd to their feet. And it's great to have Irish teams in both men and women's events today.
It is very much devil take the hindmost. Well, Cenga Kalman will get them running. She's got the opening leg, and they're all joined together because, of course, changeovers will happen right in front of us where the starting blocks are, a lap each.
This has got added importance now because the IAAF have inaugurated World Relay Championships, which will begin in 2014. So qualification times, as you mentioned, are very rare, and this will be a great opportunity for Ireland to put on a fast time on the board. First edition of those championships taking place in the Bahamas.
Are we going?
Why not?
Silence said a lot there. Well, Bulgaria have a decent team in this, but it's the whole thing with baton changes. You never can know. Maria Dankova, very strong lead athlete. Gabriela Laleva will be on the anchor leg for the final 400. And the positions will change an awful lot in this.
They will. The idea of the 4x1, the obviously big problem is to get that baton from runner A to runner B. The 4x4 also presents a very big challenge, and that is when the runners with the baton hit the 200-metre mark, that is the position the athletes who are going to get the baton have to be in. And you regularly see in the home straight, one team will pass another team, that runner will try and move into the inside, and that is against the rules. Lots of athletes don't know that rule exists, but that is why there's lots of disqualifications at 4x4 relay. We shouldn't see so many problems with the baton falling out of the hand or running out of the zone, because of course the athletes are a lot tireder and they don't run as much in a 4x4.
Grit Sadeko has done just about everything for Estonia today, but she's not in this. She's given her this race off. Maris Maggi is on the anchor leg for them. Helen Meyer is in the opening leg. And we saw Switzerland earlier, by the way, and the delegates who've helped very much on pronunciations of new up-and-coming athletes have been a great help. There was one athlete as well, Nicole Buchler, the Swiss pole vaulter, who helped with their pronunciations. Thank you very much.
And of course the Swiss are coached by Ireland's Terry McHugh, so...
History maker, Winter and Summer Olympics.
Correct.
Competed in both. Claire Bergen as well, I think.
You're right. Terry competed in 4 Summer Olympics and 1 Winter Olympics, and he also had the world record. Not many people know, because he won 20 consecutive national titles in the javelin. Now meeting director for the Lucerne Grand Prix in Switzerland and a coach on the Swiss team this weekend. Great to see him come back to Dublin.
They've got some great events there, like they've got a great track in Lausanne, which is the Olympic Stadium. Robert Pál of Hungary, 3rd attempt in the triple jump. Well, they're fighting hard to get into the top half of the table, but he's not happy with what he's done. No wonder, he didn't go near the board.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when that happens, but the wind can play havoc with a run-up in the technical field events.
That was 15.05, has him in 9th place, and he still had maybe another 30 centimetres to give, and that would have put him into the top half. This is the zone for the changeover.
That's where runners 2, 3 and 4 will congregate, and when the first runner has the baton, an official will lead those athletes on, and of course they cannot run until the other runner, the incoming runner with the baton, is in the zone. So they will congregate there. They'll try and keep themselves warm because it is still a bit of a breeze in the Morton Stadium, but this is one of the most exciting events in the entire track and field programme. We have a great history in it, of course. 2004, Ireland got a bronze medal in the 4x4 World Indoor Championships, 4x4 relay.
So let's give you the starting runners. Switzerland in 2 with Simona Werner. This is Helen Meyer for Estonia in 3. It's Sinead Denny for Ireland in lane 4, who'll be passing to Jennifer Carey. It's a good young Irish squad. They've got potential in this. Jessie Barr is stated in the anchor leg. Carey and Cannon, the other 2. Hungary are in lane 5. Cenga Kalman starting off for them. These nominally the slowest 6 squads in the relay, but we don't properly find that out until the final 12 have raced. Laetitia Libert for Belgium. Their starting leg in lane 6. And then on the outside in 7, Maria Dankova to start off for them.
The first full lap will be in lanes, and the first bend for the second runner will also be in lanes before they all go in, cut into the lane 1 on the back straight on the second zone.
Well, this is a real cavalcade of action. Frenetic. And they're off. Switzerland in 2, Estonia 3, Ireland 4, Hungary 5, Belgium 6, and Bulgaria in 7. And it's not a bad start really in 4 for Sinead Denny of Ireland. Very similar singlet to the Hungarians in 5. Senga Kalman trying to fight hard for Estonia is Helen Meyer. It's a great start for Belgium in 6, and Laetitia Libert, and she's leading at the moment. Dankova well behind for Bulgaria at the moment. Estonia working hard with Meyer, and now we see the first changeover is on the way. They're still in lanes until that changeover. Belgium leading the way. Laetitia Libert will be handing to Axel Douwens. Belgium looking good at the moment.
And Sinead Denny running a stormer for Ireland in lane 4. And I would say joint first with Belgium is Ireland.
Belgium leading the way, taking over. Axela Douwens for them. For Ireland, it's Jennifer Carey. Behind them, Petra Fontany for Switzerland. And here she goes. Here goes Jennifer Carey for Ireland in the lead. It's a storming start for them. Second for Belgium is Axela Douwens. Now going back into third for Estonia, Dana Must. Working hard for Bulgaria. In 4th place is Teodora Kolarova, but at the moment Ireland are in front. Jennifer Carey is holding her own ahead of Axela Douwens of Belgium, and the crowd are loving this.
Well, it's been a great first 300 metres from Jennifer Carey. From soon as she got the baton, she put her head down and hasn't looked up, and she has got a commanding lead of about 15 metres before she hands over to Shauna Cannon, and this could be a great result here for the host nation.
Watch carefully. It's Carey who gives it over to Shauna Cannon. They got that right. Belgium in 2nd place. Axela Douwens gives it to Sophie Dalemans. Looks like a real surge here. A very strong surge by Switzerland, making their way up, just overtaken Bulgarian 3rd. Kolarova giving to Dimova. But this is a really, really strong start for Ireland. Shauna Cannon on the penultimate leg, being chased down at the moment by Sophie Dalemans. Can she hang on over on the far side? It's Shauna Cannon working hard for Ireland. Ireland 1, Belgium 2 at the moment, but maybe Dalemans. She's stalking her very hard as they come down the closing straight, heading for the anchor leg, and it's going to be Dalemans for Ronnie Nagels, and for Ireland it's going to be Shauna Cannon in the lead, and she gives it to Jessie Barr.
Jessie Barr, 3rd yesterday in the 400 metre hurdles, and she's got about a 10 metre lead going into the last leg, and looking very, very strong is Jessie Barr. 350 metres to go, full of running into the back straight. It's Ireland first, Belgium second, and you would have to say the host nation are looking very strong.
It's Jessie Barr of Waterford who leads for Ireland. Ronnie Nagels of Belgium is in 2nd place. Gap of around 10 metres at the moment. Estonia moving up well into 3rd place for Maris Maggi, but Barr is holding on for Ireland here. Ireland first, Belgium second. Round the final bend, it's Barr against Nagels. 1 and 2. Jessie Barr turns into the closing straight, leading for Ireland in this 4x400 metres relay. Nagels trying to fight back. Nagels trying to claw it back for Belgium, but Jessie Barr leads for Ireland. Jessie Barr wins for Ireland. The best, bar none. Ireland first, Belgium second, Estonia 3rd, Bulgaria 4, Switzerland 5, Hungary 6, and Ireland take the win.
What a fantastic victory for Ireland there, and that again is a very young team, and that is a team who will now be targeting the Rio Olympics in 2016. Was not one of those athletes was in contention in the Olympics last year. A great victory for Ireland.
The kids are all right. A fantastic Irish relay team previously replaced by another good one. That was a star performance, and they pretty much led all the way. Sinead Denny, Jennifer Carey, Shauna Cannon, Jessie Barr. Ireland win the opening heat. Belgium behind them all the way, made them fight. Rani Nagels came so close, but Ireland get the victory. And after that, excitement for the home support across to the triple jump for men. And this is Nelson Avora for Portugal. Good performance from him so far. Started off 15.88, up to 15.95 now, and currently lying in 4th place.
Nelson Avora, the Olympic champion from Beijing in 2008, and that was a red flag.
So no joy for Nelson Avora there. He's won 6 major titles. He was long jump and triple jump champion of the Euro Juniors in 03, but Olympic champion in Beijing, his career peak. We are down to the final 4 in the men's triple jump now. Zlatazar Atanasov of Bulgaria, Nelson Avora of Portugal, Alexander Hokuli of Switzerland, and Fabian Florent of the Netherlands. Another Olympic medalist, Mariana Preia of Romania, Olympic medalist, silver, Athens 2004, didn't make it. World bronze medalist 05 in Helsinki in the rain. Alexander Hokuli of Switzerland. He lies in 3rd place. Saw the previous attempt of Nelson Avora, a foul, so he finishes 4th. 9 points for Portugal. They're trying to get a surge into the top 3 as well. 5th in the overall table. Hokuli's best attempt so far, 15.98. Well, he's gone a good distance, but he doesn't seem happy. He does get a white flag. 16.21 is season's best, lifetime best. A little bit ahead of that, 16.37. And Hokuli, well, it started well. Hasn't continued in the same vein. Ireland got 1 point in this, by the way. 12th place for Dennis Finnegan. Hokuli had a foul last time out. It was a good run-up, but he probably peaked too early. 15.22. It went from good to bad to worse, but it's 3rd and 10 points for Switzerland, and how they need it at the bottom of the table. Well, Bulgaria, they're battling hard in the relegation stakes also, and currently in 2nd place, it's Zlatazar Atanasov. Improving all the way. What great consistency. 16.15 is best in the 3rd round, but has to improve by 35 centimetres to overtake our leader, Fabian Florent of the Netherlands. Can he pull it off? He has to put a lot into this. Decent leap. Is he happy? Gets a white flag. Well, he may have gone beyond the call of duty there as he limps away, but he'll be happily past the pain barrier if he can get past Fabian Florent. Used the board well, but one of those 3 impacts. He seemed to pull out of it in the end. May have come in an earlier sequence. 15.81. His shortest attempt of the day. But I'm certain he had to pull out of that as he'd already picked up some injury. Wasn't major positivity in his final land, which means Dutch gold. Netherlands can still finish in the top 3 here. They could knock down Romania, they could knock down Sweden. Fabian Florent has won this. 16:49 in the first round has won him the competition. That's 1 centimetre behind his season's best, 16 behind his lifetime best. And he is our winner. Fabian Florin for the Netherlands. Trying to end on a high, put a lot into that. Good performer and a good winner. Well, it's a competition which has seen some great champions in the last 20 years. World record still held by Jonathan Edwards. He was a jumper once, children. 16:49, 16:31, 16:33, 16:10, 12 points. Dutch get the maximum. So in the end, 34 centimetres of a margin between Fabian Florin of the Netherlands and Zlatazar Chanisov of Bulgaria in second place, Hokuli third for Switzerland, Nelson Evora and Marion Aprea, Olympic medalists, fourth and fifth respectively, Dennis Finnegan, 12th for Ireland. So we're heading towards the big climax here, and we know pretty much in terms of who's leading, who's going to go up. Czech Republic, not quite mathematically there. It's like 3 countries to go in the Eurovision Song Contest. Czech Republic haven't quite got it yet, but they're virtually up. Sweden in second, Romania third, and there's a big relegation battle on as well. Second heat coming in the women's 4x400 metres medley relay. And these nominally the 6 fastest: Finland, Netherlands, Romania, Czech Republic, Sweden and Portugal. Expect a lot from Romania and the Czech Republic here. It is Dorothea Evora, who is the starter for Portugal. Anchor leg from Jocelyn Montero. They're ready to go. We'll introduce everybody after they're gone. Susanna Hejnova, by the way, is in the anchor leg position, and they win a lot of medals, do the Czech Republic women, in this event.
Key time to keep in mind is 3:38.4, the Irish winning time from the first heat.
Finland, Netherlands, Romania, Czech Republic, Sweden and Portugal. So they're away, and it's Sanna Aaltonen for Finland, Nikki van Leuveren for the Netherlands, Bianca Ratsar of Romania, Jitka Bartanikova of the Czech Republic, Ellen Moriarty of Sweden, and Dorothea Evora for Portugal. This is very good running by Moriarty of Sweden. Pretty much overtaken at the moment. Evora, Portugal in the outside lane. Czech Republic doing well. Jitka Bartanikova also going very well in lane 5. Moriarty, great performance to date in lane 6, but can she keep it up? They stay in lanes deep into the changeover. Moriarty will be passing to Pernilla Tornemark for Sweden here, fighting hard. She overtook the Portuguese, is coming back well. Dorothea Evora doing strongly. Romania also. Bianca Ratsor giving it to Mirela Lavric. For Portugal, it's Evora to Katia Azevedo. Absolutely flying at the moment. Czechs doing well. Lenka Mashna takes up the story for them. They'll break very shortly. Romania going well. Mirela Lavric has the baton for them now.
Romania going very well, and Czech in second place, but the Czech have 2 trump cards in Rozlova and Hejnova, who won the 400 and 400 metre hurdles this weekend. They've got a lot of work to do. The Romanians still out in front, and they've got Morasanu, who won the 200 metres earlier on. So I think we're set for a cracking last 2 legs. Romania out in front, and I think in second place is Portugal, third is the Netherlands, third is Czech Republic, and then Sweden, Netherlands, and Finland
are in 6th. Here comes the next changeover. Strong performance for Romania. Well done, Ratsor. Well done, Lavric. It's with Adelina Pastor. Portugal change in second place. It's Katia Azevedo to Carolina Duarte. Then in third place, the Czech Republic holding their own. Lenka Majna giving it to Denisa Rozalova, who won in the 400 hurdles, noted as a flat runner. She'll be passing over to Susanna Heinover. Great hurdler, Olympic medalist. See her shortly. Won in the flat here, but at the moment, Romania well out in front.
Romania well out in front, and Angela Morasanu, who won the 200 metres earlier on, is waiting for the baton. So they're going to have a very strong lead going into the final leg. Very surprising with Rozlova, the Czech Republic didn't make up more ground. A hell of a lot of work for Heinova, but the Romanians out in front, probably 20-metre lead, and Angela Morasanu waiting for the baton, and they're going to have a very strong final leg.
Romania leading the way, the final changeover. Carolina Duarte to Jocelyn Montero. That's a very good changeover coming for Portugal. Romania lead, Adelina Pastor to the 200 winner. Angelina Morasanu, Czech Republic. Susanna Heinover taking over from Rosalova. One of the faces of the games, has to fight hard. Portugal third, Netherlands four, and the rest largely nowhere. Sweden back in fifth, and it's Finland in sixth. But what a strong performance this has been from Romania. Czech Republic, great 4x400 team. They medal regularly, but it doesn't look like victory today. It's Angela Morasanu who leads for Romania strongly by about 40 metres. Heinova well back in second place. She can take this at a canter now, Morasanu. Romania are going to win. Czech Republic holding on through Heinova in second place. Morasanu takes it. Romania win it 3:30.75. Czech Republic in second place. Netherlands in third. Good final leg by Bianca Bach. Portugal fourth. Sweden fifth. Finland sixth. Great win, Romania.
Great win, Romania, and very unofficially, I had Ireland in second or third place. I think Heinova brought it home in about 3:37, well clear of the third place team in that event. And Ireland ran 3:38.4, and we could be third overall in the women's 4x4.
Not looking bad for the host nation. Great performance by Romania. Sensational, considering how strong the Czech Republic are, and that was largely their number one panel today.
It was interesting that the final two runners in the Czech Republic were the two strongest runners, and each of them wore tights, lycra tights. I'm not sure they were up for it. The Romanians certainly were, but I'm not sure the Czech Republic were up for it. Morasanu really stole that last lap. Very strong athlete.
Romania won that one well. Into the excitement of the relays to round off these European Athletics Team Championships. Super weekend and a super home result in the women's 4x400 metres relay. Ireland with the third fastest time overall to pick up 10 points, 3:38.43. Super performance for them. Belgium second, Estonia third in the first heat. And this is the result of Heat 2. Romania won that, and I have to say that was a shock margin of victory for them. 6 seconds over the best team in Europe, the Czech Republic. Not today, they weren't. 11 points for the Czech Republic. Ireland with the third fastest time, third, get 10 points. Netherlands, third in Heat 2, get 9. Crowds have been better today. It's been good to see. My taxi driver this morning told me he really enjoyed watching this yesterday. And if you're Czech, you're enjoying this. Mathematically, they've done it. Czech Republic have taken the honours. They are going up. Sweden, Romania, Netherlands battling for 2 of the other 3 places going up. Ireland close to their best ever performance at a European Team Championships dating back to the 1950s when it was founded. Estonia and Switzerland for now look like they're going down.
Great to see the crowds coming in. European Athletics Team Championships. European Athletics officials told us last night that this was the best ever First League attended event. So records been set all weekend here.
Well, we're going to have a look at the men's javelin for the first time today. And this is the third attempt for Risto Metas. of Estonia, his third attempt in this. And he's put an awful lot into that. Well, that's out around 75 metres. Certainly looks it from here. And that'll put him in third place. We'll have the final shortly. Great event. Nordic nations normally do very, very well in that. But now it's the men's 4x400 metres relay, the opening heat, featuring Bulgaria in 2, Switzerland in 3, Ireland in 4, Belgium in 5, Hungary in 6, and Estonia in lane 7. Second last race on the track. The final track event is this 4x400 relay. Always gets the crowds excited. The handovers so far in the women's 4x4 have been very, very good. Very strong Irish team in this, and we do reiterate, even though it is those seeded slower who go in the first heat, you can take maximum points. Ireland's women took 10 out of 12, and that's an important result for them. Keeps them well ahead of Belgium. For now, as you saw in the graphic, 9 points clear. Bulgaria are in lane 2, and starting off for them is Georgi Ganchev. It's Yuri Bozerianov who is on the anchor leg. It'll be interesting how close it is if Bozerianov is right at the front. Switzerland, Daniele Angelella from the Italian side of Switzerland. There's Germanic Switzerland, there's French Switzerland, they've got Romansh and they've got Italy, so they've got 4 different regions there. Jason Harvey of Crusaders. Well, he did very well over the weekend in his individual event. He goes the opening leg here. He'll be passing to Dara Kervik with Richard Morrissey and Brian Gregan, the rest of the team. Seppe Thijs. Well, he finished second behind Brian Gregan in the men's 400 metres. He actually won Heat 1. Had the second fastest time. And it's Antoine Gier who will be passing to Jonathan Borlée on their anchor leg. Tibor Kassa of Hungary has their opening leg. Zoltan Kovac will be rounding off for them. And Estonia are in lane 7, and they'll be starting off with Raunu Kunapu.
Very surprising to see both Belgium and Ireland in the first heat, 2 of the strongest 400-metre nations in Europe. And the Irish non-playing team captain David Gillick, himself a former world 4x400-metre relay medalist, giving great advice to the team just beforehand.
Joanne Cudahy and David Gillick, the Irish team captains, like the Ryder Cup, non-playing. Bulgaria 2, Switzerland 3, Ireland 4, Belgium 5, Hungary 6, Estonia on the outside in lane 7. Well, they're away. Georgi Ganchev for Bulgaria, Angelella for Switzerland, Jason Harvey for Ireland off to a solid start. So too Seppe Thijs for Belgium, Tibor Kassa for Hungary, Raunu Kunapu for Estonia. It's an absolutely solid start for Hungary. Tibor Kassa's doing absolutely flyingly at the moment. Perhaps for now, it's going to be Ireland, Belgium and Hungary in lanes 4, 5 and 6 who are going to dominate the first couple of legs here. Strong performance from the Belgian Seppe Thijs. He's in a good position. Hungary holding their own well for Kassa. Estonia with Kunapu well out of it at the moment. Hungary in the lead. Belgium strongly there. Jason Harvey has done all that could be asked for him for Ireland as he gives it to Dara Kervik. First change over Belgium, second Ireland, and third Hungary. It's Emmanuel Gutema for Hungary, Antoine Gier of Belgium, and Dara Kervik for Ireland. And they look to be the top 3 at the moment. They'll be breaking very shortly, and it's between Gier of Belgium and Kervik of Ireland. as they break. Gier has a very distant cousin who plays for Anderlecht, Guillaume Gier, leading the way in the second leg. Ireland doing very well strongly, and here comes Dara Kervik to go in front to take the lead for Ireland in the second leg. Ireland, Belgium, Hungary, Switzerland, Estonia doing well. Great performance so far for Dara Kervik. He's going to hand over here to Richard Morrissey, and Ireland are in the lead.
Ireland in the lead now, and Richard Morrissey out in front. And remember, the individual 400-metre champion, Brian Gregan, waiting to go over the anchor leg. Richard Morrissey now gone off very, very strong. But don't forget Belgium, Hungary and Switzerland just behind him. And Morrissey looks to be extending his lead down the back straight.
It's Arno Matthijs for Belgium in second. Tibor Kraknai of Hungary in third. Switzerland doing well in fourth with Sylvain Lutz, but that lead is increasing. What a great performance by Richard Morrissey. He's done absolutely everything that can be asked of him, and he's going to hand it over to the 400 metres winner, Brian Gregan. Ireland are looking very good. They have to get the changeover right. Ireland lead, Belgium second, Switzerland third, Hungary four. Here goes Gregan.
Here goes Gregan on the last lap, and every single person in the Morton Stadium in Santry is on their feet. 20-metre lead over the Olympic 400-metre finalist Jonathan Borley. And who would bet against Brian Gregan? Looking very, very strong, very relaxed. Borley is pulling away from third and fourth place, but he's not making inroads into Ireland and Brian Gregan's lead. 200 metres to go.
Well, Borley in second place for Belgium. Borley brothers very strong, but Gregan beat both of them earlier. Estonia are in fifth place. Gregan working very hard for Ireland here. Superb performance from them all so far. It's Gregan against Borley, Ireland against Belgium. Gregan in the closing straight, looking to win this heat very strongly. Ireland will take it, just as the women did. Ireland win the men's 4x400 relay. Belgium in second place, Hungary third, Switzerland 4, Estonia 5, Bulgaria 6. Well, that's teamwork. Jason Harvey, Dara Kervik, Richard Morrissey, Brian Gregan, and Ireland win that race.
What a fantastic result, and what a way to end these European Athletics Team Challenges with 2 victories in the 4x400 metre relays. And I have to say, Richard Morrissey for me was the standout performer in that event. Got to baton with the Belgians and had a lead of about 20 metres, and in the end it was a cakewalk for Brian Gregan over the last lap. And the Belgian team are Olympic finalists year in, year out, and for an understrength Irish team to absolutely hammer them on home turf has been absolutely great for this home crowd.
Well, maybe there's a regular relay on the way for Ireland. No reason why not. That was a great win, and it got the crowd absolutely ecstatic. Wonder how much of a distraction that's been for those throwing the javelin. Finland, Estonia, Sweden and the Czech Republic have qualified for the final here. This is how it stands after 3 attempts with 1 more to go. Ari Manio, well, he's been selected for Finland in this. Pekkamaki, a brilliant spear thrower himself. He's lying in 4th place. Risto Mattis has done very well as well in 3rd. Kim of Sweden, currently lying in 2nd place. And Vita Veschel leading the way for the Czech Republic. I'm surprised, considering how well Finland normally do in the javelin, that Estonia don't do well as well, because they're just an hour away. And you walk around Tallinn, it's just like being in Finland. Ireland still getting their congratulation. Great result for them in the relay. We'll see how many points they get after the final race on the track. But for Finland, this is Ari Manio, who won the European bronze last year in Helsinki. European Under-23 Championship in Kaunas in Lithuania in 2009. And he was a finalist in London. Well, Jan Železný led the way in this for a long time for the Czech Republic. A great of the 90s. Mainly the Nordic countries who do the best now. Manio needed something special. It has gone beyond 75 metres, but I don't think that's going to be enough. Well, he stopped well, good technique. We saw yesterday where a fingertip went over the line and it was a red flag. His previous best was 47.97 in the second round. Well, that went over 75. But he needed an extra metre and a half. Well, 75.59, and he finishes in 4th place. It's 9 points for Finland. Matthew Martin was in this for Ireland. He finished 11th and gains 2 points for the home nation. Belgium finished 7th and get 5 points. For Estonia, Risto Matas, his best so far, 76.49. That is not an improvement. That line you can see is 75 metres. Well, Estonia finish 3rd. It's 10 points for them. And Bulgaria and Switzerland are not above them in this. They're working hard to survive. Matas finishes 3rd and gains 10 points. But a good throw from Kim Am coming up for Sweden here. And they might just gain promotion here. They're currently 10 points clear of the Netherlands after 38 events. They're guaranteed 11 points at least. 79.44 is his best so far. Has to improve by exactly 1 metre and 1 centimetre to win. It's beyond 75 metres. He might just have won it. A super throw by Kim Am for Sweden. And he has done all that could be asked of him today. 84.33 his lifetime best set earlier this year. It was a good throw, but was it a great throw? 80 metres 44, the best mark from Vita Vessel so far. First and second between these two. 78.91, 11 points for Kim Am, and Vita Vessel wins it for the Czech Republic thanks to his 3rd round throw of 80.44, and prior to that he wasn't even in the top 6.
Yeah, Vita Vessel electing not to take a final throw, which would speed things up for the relay, coached by the great Jan Zalezny. And I was actually at the Prague Grand Prix 2 weeks ago, and believe it or not, Vessel was beaten by a Kenyan throwing over 80 metres. I never thought I'd see it.
Got a Caribbean
Olympic
champion. 19 years old.
Just real changing of the guard. Europe has always owned the technical events in the field. Real changing of the guard.
Czech Republic aimed it here. Vita Vessel winning exactly a metre clear of Kim Am of Sweden, with Risto Matas 3rd for Estonia, Ari Manio 4th for Finland, and it was Matthew Martin 11th for Ireland. That's 2 points. 4 places behind Belgium, so Belgium gained 4 points on Ireland. But Ireland will, for now, stay in 7th place. And they might climb up thanks to this result. In the men's 4x400 metres relay, Ireland winning that, 308.12. Belgium 2nd with Jonathan Borlée, and Hungary in 3rd. Well, it's been a superb day, and those who have come here this weekend have definitely enjoyed it. Good few thousand over the weekend. Hope you've enjoyed it on TV too. Most extensive coverage of an athletics event in this country and of the First League ever. Czech Republic have been promoted, and so too have Sweden. They're in the Super League next season. Romania a 1.5 points clear of the Netherlands. It's all down to the relay for them. Ireland in 7th place, I reckon, will get their best result ever. Estonia are hanging on by a single point ahead of Bulgaria, and Switzerland look like they're going down. Hungary are safe. So it all ends here. The final heat, the last track race of the weekend, the men's 4x400 metres relay. Netherlands in 2, Portugal 3, Sweden 4, Romania 5, Czech Republic 6, and Finland 7. 1.5 of a difference. The Netherlands behind Romania. They are both in this race. And just looking at the first result, Switzerland, unless basically everybody drops their baton here, Switzerland have been relegated. Oh, watch out in this for the Netherlands in 2 and Romania in 5. Czech Republic and Sweden both promoted, so forget about them for now. Netherlands have to finish 2 places above Romania, and remember also that the results from the first heat have to be factored in. 3:08.12 was the winning time for Ireland in that. So there's a lot to think of, but just calculate it like the decathlon. Netherlands don't care where they finish as long as Romania are 2 places behind them. It's Netherlands in 2, Portugal 3, Sweden 4, Romania 5, Czech Republic 6, and Finland 7. Netherlands have got Wielaerts, Spilacom, Arts, and Bonavacia. Romania have got Alexandru Băneșu, Pusia, Teofilescu, and Vatamanu. Czech Republic and Sweden are up. Romania 3rd overall, going into this final event, 290.5. That because of a tie in one of the field events with Belgium. Netherlands 1.5 behind. If the Dutch finish 1 place ahead of Romania, they will not go up. And this has been a very strong Romanian performance, helped by an important victory in the women's equivalent of this. And there they are, Netherlands and Romania, as they are in the table, side by side. Czech Republic and Sweden will be in the top flight next season. It's been so busy here, I haven't glanced at the Super League to see who's coming down. Compete against the likes of Ireland and Belgium and Finland next year. So Netherlands in 2, Portugal in 3, Sweden in 4, Romania 5, Czech Republic 6, Finland in 7. But in many ways, who wins this is not the most important thing. There is a fault with the gun, and they are being reset. And I think it's going to be a gap of a few minutes here, because all of the other athletes who are waiting for legs 2, 3, and 4, they've been released, so they'll warm up. First leg athletes are as well. If you're Dutch, you'll be very jittery now.
You will. Just adds a lovely extra bit to the nerves. It's been a great weekend, though, and I have to compliment the Irish officials. They've been a fantastic credit to the country. Shame to have a problem with the gun in the last event, but I'm sure it's a minor problem. And thankfully, the weather has warmed up a small bit, so it's not as cold as it was. But great crowds all weekend, in spite of the weather. The Irish public have really shown that they want to watch world-class athletics in Dublin. And as I said, European Athletics have said it's the biggest attended First League event ever.
They are congregated and they are pensive. There is a live score there on the left big screen that you can see at the city end. They know the scenario. This race here is between the Netherlands and Romania and no one else.
And on cue, the sun shines in Santry.
So Netherlands in 2, Portugal 3, Sweden 4, Romania 5, Czech Republic 6, Finland 7. We are now away, the final race of Dublin 2013. It's Jürgen Weiland for the Netherlands, Pedro Fontes for Portugal, Axel Berggram for Sweden, Benesu Tiberio Alexandru for Romania, it's Daniel Nemecek for the Czech Republic, and Juho van Halle for Finland. Netherlands doing very well. They've overtaken Portugal here already, and they will be eyeing down Romania in the battle of the day.
Yeah, a great start there by the Netherlands in the inside lane. There's a huge stagger for the first leg of a 4x4, so they've actually had a great first leg. The Netherlands, as I say, in the inside lane. Finland and Czech Republic outside looking very, very strong, and I think at this stage the Czech Republic may have a slight lead, and the Netherlands in second place, interestingly ahead of Romania.
Czech Republic have the changeover, then the Netherlands, then Romania. Also doing well are Finland. For the Netherlands, it's Daniel Spilacom. For Portugal, it's João Ferreira. For Sweden, Dennis Forsman. Romania, Florian Purser. Czech Republic, Petr Líč. And for Finland, it's Antti Kokkonen. It is the Netherlands who lead. It's the Netherlands who want to win. The Netherlands want to go up to the Super League. Netherlands first, Czech Republic second, Romania third. If it ended here, they would be promoted, but the Czechs take the lead, and if it ended here, Romania would go up.
Czechs take the lead, the Netherlands went down, and as did the Romanians. So this is a crucial battle now, and look at this for promotion from the Netherlands. 2 legs to go, and it looks like the Dutch will hand over just about in the lead in the inside lane.
It's the Czech Republic going out in front. Václav Bárek takes it up for them. For the Netherlands, it's Jesper Aerts. It's not just a team of 4 for the Netherlands here. It's a team of 50. Romania are in 4th place. Netherlands lead. Czech Republic in 2nd place. Sweden 3. Romania 4. Finland 5. Portugal 6.
And on cue, the first 4 athletes have all packed up together, and this is going to go right down to the wire. Netherlands in first place have just been overtaken now by the Swedes, as they are, and Romania now just 1 place behind the Netherlands. And if the positions finish like this, the Romanians will go up to the Super League.
Well, it's Sweden in front, but not for long. Coming up is Václav Bárek for the Czech Republic. Here comes the final changeover. Czech Republic, Sweden, and the Netherlands. And it's the Netherlands who change in 2nd place. Oh, there's going to be barging here. And the Dutch are in front. The Dutch are in front through Martin Bonavaccia. A great changeover. Jan Tazar takes it up for the Czech Republic. Sweden going well through Nicholas Eckerström, who won his event yesterday brilliantly. And for Romania, it's Sorin Vatamanu. And look at that. The gap is getting bigger, but if the Dutch fall back into 3rd, it may be all in vain. They lead strongly, Bonavaccia doing well. Netherlands 1, Czech Republic 2, Sweden 3, Romania 4, Bonavaccia trying to hold on. It's the final turn. The rest are pretty much nowhere. It's very tight. It's Jan Tazar coming up for the Czech Republic. Bonavaccia is fighting for his life. Dutch win it! Dutch promotion! They're going up. Romania in 4th place.
And the best news of all is Ireland get 12 points.
Ireland have won the overall. 3:10.45. The Dutch win this heat. They finish 2nd overall. The Dutch will be in the Super League next season with Sweden and the Czech Republic. Ireland finish with a maximum 12 points. They will finish 7th overall, the best ever Irish result in the European Team Championships. And the Dutch, absolutely delighted. They have got the result they wanted. Romania finished down in 4th. And remember, the results from the other heats are factored in as well. They knew exactly what was required. And it was delivered by Marvin Bonavaccia. But the performance overall of Jürgen Weiland and Daniel Spilacom and Jesper Aerts, superb. The Dutch win it, and that's all they had to do.
And doesn't it just show you the excitement of these championships? After 39 events, men and women, over 50 athletes from 12 different countries, it could have changed in any way on that home straight. I thought the Dutch guy would have been overtaken by both the Czechs and the Swedes, and if he had been, the Romanians would have been through. So it went right down to the very last strides in the very last event of the European Team Championship, and what a great event it has been for Dublin and for the Netherlands, and I don't know how he held on at the very end.
Well, Bonavaccia couldn't look across to the singlet to see who it was alongside. It was Jan Tazar, the Czech Republic, and they have a very strong men's relay team as well. Finished 2nd there, but the Netherlands did everything they could to hold on. What a finish. Closing ceremony is on the way. Celebrations for the Netherlands. They won the final heat to the men's 4x400 meters relay. They finished far enough ahead of Romania in that event to overtake them overall. Ireland take the victory completely in the 4x400 relay ahead of Belgium. They were both in heat 1. Netherlands 3rd, Romania 6th. 3 points, that important, and also important, Estonia in 9th. Finished 2 places above Bulgaria, and that's vital at the bottom as well. And this is why the Netherlands are promoted and Estonia survive. The Czech Republic, Sweden and the Netherlands will be in the Super League in 2014. Romania miss out by 1.5 points. Portugal were 5th, Finland 6th. Ireland, their best ever finish at a European Team Championships in 7th, ahead of Belgium, Hungary, and a delighted 10th for Estonia. Hang on by 3 points ahead of Bulgaria and Switzerland. And the performance today of Gert Kanter and Grit Sadeko have kept Estonia up. Bulgaria and Switzerland down to the 3rd flight, the 2nd league. Well, it's been a fabulous weekend in Dublin. This is what's been happening here. promotion. Sweden also. The closing ceremony commencing now. So the Czech Republic, Sweden and the Netherlands will be competing next year in Germany in the Super League. It was scheduled to be a Dutch host for the first league next season. Not going to happen now, but that's a good headache from their point of view. They have every reason to be delighted. As do the Czech Republic, who are by far the strongest field here. They are very much a yo-yo side. They go up and down, and the battle for them now is to stay up. The Dutch are going up by 1.5 points. And they've reason to be delighted. They sent a good, strong squad here. Medal ceremony is coming. There's the delegation for the presentation, led by the President of Athletics Ireland, Kieran O'Cahon.
And the Minister for Sport and Tourism, Leo Varadkar. Jonas Egilson, the European Athletics Council delegate, and the Mayor of Fingal, Councillor Kieran Dennison, who only got sworn in this week, in fact. And joining them is Liam Hennessy, the chairman of the local organising committee.
Susanna Hejnova leading the field for the Czech Republic. She won on the flat, but she wants to be on the podium in Moscow this summer. Big summer athletics. Now, come on, ladies, hurry up.
Isn't it easy to tell that half that Czech team are actually members of the Czech army with how well organised they are?
And the Dutch are.
It's quite extraordinary, the Czechs. Every year for their Athlete of the Year ceremony, they're all dressed in military uniform. So they actually are marching in step. The Dutch, of course, building towards the European Championships in Amsterdam in 2016. They'll be very happy with this progress.
Well, they'll be very good hosts as well. They host a very good marathon in Amsterdam that finishes in the stadium that will host the European Championships 2016. Zurich hosts the Euros next year. There's a big summer of action coming up. European under-23s, European juniors, the European Youth Olympic Festival, World Youths, World University Games, and all culminating in the World Athletics Championships in Moscow in August. There's also the Paralympics World Athletics Championships in Lyon next month. It is a full calendar.
Just look at the two leaders of the Czech team, Pavel Mazlek on the left, Susanna Hejnova on the right.
It will be gold medals for the Czech Republic. Bronzes overall for a delighted Dutch, who have every justification to be delighted. More importantly, they get promotion and they get up to the Super League.
It is a great experience for these athletes. It's an individual sport, it can be a lonely sport, but it's the one event every year where they're part of a team and every point matters. Kieran O'Cahon, President of Athletics Ireland, get a lovely hug there from the captain of the Dutch team.
Well, Tirani Martina brilliantly get the 100 metres. It is a team bronze, but it's team promotion. And that for them is what counts. Well, there was a horrible injury yesterday, you'll remember, and it means crutches, but flowers as well to soften the blow. One of the great athletics nations with the team silver, Sweden, Gothenburg, as always, a brilliant host of this year's European Indoors. Held World Championships, the Euros in 2006. And for them, it's silver and a spot in the Super League in Germany next year.
It's the Mayor of Fingal, Councillor Kieran Dennison. They've been great partners for these European Team Championships. Sport Campus Ireland, dressing the venue to perfection, really did themselves proud. Introduces Fingal Council as the biggest county in Ireland, in fact.
Well, the European Team Championships getting a big revival in 2009, and the crowds have been getting bigger. I remember the European Cup's peak, arguably, 1989 in Gateshead. Britain performing so fantastically that day, a long, long time ago. This was the biggest crowd we've ever seen for the First League. The main stand, which is on this near side, has been full, and it's full of joy for the Czech Republic. Zuzana Hejnova takes the stand and the plaudits and the honours, and the team gold medal is theirs. And this sets up the World Championships in Moscow very, very well. Hejnova, unbeaten still, individually, 400 hurdles and flat. And here's the anthem. Paradise on earth it is to see.
Ladies and gentlemen,
My beautiful land, the Czech land, my home, my home. And they're going home with promotion, with a team goal, with more great performances.
Certainly are. The next European Indoor Athletics Championships in Prague in March 2015.
Well, for these nations, Czech Republic, Sweden, Netherlands, they've had a great time. The hosts, their best ever result, Ireland, 7th overall in the First League.
Fantastic result by the Irish athletes. And I think the key message that is going home from Ireland is what a young team it is.
So the Czech Republic, Sweden and the Netherlands going up to the Super League. Romania just missed out. Portugal, Finland, Ireland, their best ever finish, 7th in the second flight. Estonia are staying up. Bulgaria and Switzerland go down to the third league. A fantastic weekend of action it's been. Hope you've enjoyed it. It's been an awful lot of fun. From Will Downing and Pierce O'Callaghan and a huge, great crew here. What a weekend. Goodbye.